tan skin to his pasty white, glossy black locks as opposed to his head of thin brown hair that swirled at the top. A cowlick, his Grandma Nan had called it, tracing it with her fingers like it was something special. He was a string bean, and Tia was pudgy, almost fat, but her protruding tummy did not bother her one bit. Tia was all confidence. She was loud and brash and went through the apartment dancing and singing, while Logan knew the world was ready to beat him down if he got too full of himself. He stayed quiet and tried not to attract attention. It was better that way. Logan ate one marshmallow after another, each time thinking it would be his last, but he couldn't seem to stop. His stomach had been an empty, painful knot, and with each bite he felt it relax. Oh, it was good. "I knew you'd want some," Tia said, watching him intently. "I know that marshmallows are your favorite, and that you must be super hungry by now." Marshmallows were his favorite. At Grandma Nan's, the two of them would make s'mores in her outdoor fire pit. Their fingers would get sticky, and he'd make a mess with the crumbs, but she never got mad. Tia picked up her plate and glass and went to the sink. After turning on the faucet, she quickly rinsed them and stuck them in the dish rack. The sink was full of dirty dishes. Tia and her mother were lackadaisical about cleanliness, and his father didn't seem to care. Logan tried not to care either, but it was hard. The messy apartment bothered him. Piles of mail and magazines, sticky spots on the floor, hair in the bathroom sink. Yuck. His mother had always kept things so neat. He continued eating the marshmallows, slowing down now, nearly satisfied. Tia hopped over to the CD player and turned it up, then danced to the tune that was his grandmother's favorite, trying to make him smile. The music was so loud that he never heard them return. All the warning signs, the footsteps in the hall, the doorknob turning, the squeak of the door swinging open, were lost in the noise. It took him by surprise because it had been only 15 minutes since they'd left, and Tia had said they'd be gone an hour. When his father's voice boomed out, "What in the hell is going on here?" Logan's breath caught in his chest. He froze the way he always did, but Tia had no trouble speaking up. "I told Logan not to do it," she said, shaking her head so that her curls bounced. "I said he should stay in his room because he was being punished, but he just didn't care. He came right out and drank up all the milk and tore open the brand new package of marshmallows. And then he played that horrible CD. He must have fished it out of the garbage after you threw it out." Logan frantically shook his head, but it was too late. His father's face reddened as he lunged right at him. Then the hitting began, rapid slaps raining down on his head. Logan held up his arms to shield himself from the blows, infuriating his father even more. "What did I tell you?" his father screamed. "Didn't I tell you to stay in your room?" This, Logan knew, was a trap. If he nodded yes, it would provoke his father even more because he'd be admitting he disobeyed. If he shook his head no, he'd get in trouble for being a liar. There was no getting out of this. Logan felt the knot return to his stomach, and his gut began to churn in a sickening way. He swallowed and ducked down in his chair, hoping each blow would be the last. "I'm asking you a question. Didn't I tell you to stay in your room?" Each word was punctuated by a slap. "Answer me, damn it!" Logan nodded and slid out of the chair down to a kneeling position. Sometimes this helped, and his father would relent and send him to his room. It was worth a try. Anything to keep his father from hitting him with his belt. But his attempt to change the dynamics of the situation backfired. "What do you think you're doing?" his father asked, grabbing him by the back of his t-shirt and yanking him to his feet. The fabric cut into Logan's neck, making him gag. Panic rose up in his throat, followed by the contents of his stomach. He tried to hold it back, but couldn't. Projectile vomit, the color of bird droppings, spewed from his mouth, hitting both the floor and his father's shoes in a wet splat.